Yeah, as you can see, I just got back from work, and I am here to talk about um, the trailer that dropped for He-Man Revelations, which is the Kevin Smith animated series, which I thought was coming later in the year. I knew it was coming this year, but I wasn't aware that it was coming so soon. It's coming out late July, so we got one more month to go until we get this out, until we get this premiered. So like I said, this is the project that Kevin Smith has been working on. It is a sequel to the original '80s cartoon. Although, if you thought this was like a sequel to the 2000s cartoon, you would not be You would not be at fault, because the animation legit looks like a cleaner version of that animation from the 2000s cartoon. Because literally, I had to stop myself and be like, this is a sequel to the original show, not the reboot, not the 2000s reboot. I have to remind myself that's the case. So there isn't a lot to really go on with this trailer. There isn't, sadly, a lot I can really delve into, other than a lot of action scenes, so many action scenes. And I really we even get characters fighting everywhere. It's just, and I know that's what He-Man and Masters of the Universe is at its core. It's just big buff people fighting. And even you see Orko holding his own. It looks like he's gonna take on Skeletor, although I have a bad feeling for Orko. I have a bad feeling for Orko. Anyway, so also, the only real voice we get is for the Sorceress, and who I think is Cree Summer, who's doing the Sorceress. But Mark Hamill as Skeletor. Mark Hamill as Skeletor was one of the big things, and hearing his voice is so good. He's got a very more growling kind of voice. It's very reminiscent of his Ozai voice. It's very much like his Fire Lord Ozai voice, but it's more of an older Ozai, an Ozai who grew old in prison. That's how I kind of imagine that version of his Skeletor voice. A lot of cool stuff. I know I've been seeing a lot of people, idiots mostly, who complain about seeing Teela and Evelyn in full body armor to cover themselves, and I'm seeing comments oh, it's not sexy anymore, I hate it, why are you like this? And I'm all this other small dick energy I'm seeing. I'm look, guys, don't know if you know this, but this is an updated version, and people are going into battle, so they are wearing these costumes. Also, Kevin Smith, I believe, said, I wanted to update the looks for the female characters because it felt kind of wrong. And I'm really? I don't know if that's true or not, because Kevin Smith has said other stuff to the contrary about other female characters, so I can't really attest to that. So, but if that's true, good on ya. And also, coming as someone who has a thing for tall, muscular women, like Jasper and Scorpia, and of course, our Lady in White, Lady Dimitrescu, your boy is yeah. I got a thing for tall, muscular women. Leave me alone. I got a thing for Amazon. Just shut up. Don't kink shame me. It's my type. Anyway, enough about that. So I really like all the little notices. Clamp Champ is here. Everyone remember Clamp Champ? I think even diehard fans forget him. I think he was the only black character in the entire roster, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was the only one who wasn't white. Who else do we have? We get a bit of Scareglow, who is voiced by Tony Todd, so yay. I think Hordak is going to be in this show. I can't, I take that back. I don't think Hordak is going to be in this show because he was in She-Ra, and there's a whole rights thing, even though they're related. So, Yeah. Also, there's apparently a reason why it's not called He-Man Revelations. It's called Masters of the Universe Revelations. So there is like an apparent reason for that. Again, rights issues. I don't know who owns what for the He-Man rights. I don't know who owns what for He-Man or She-Ra or Masters of the Universe. I don't know what's going on with Mattel in that regard. But I will say this, the fights look really damn good. Like, I really like how Skeletor... You see Skeletor actually fighting in combat and using sorcery. Like, he summons, like, this giant hand to come out, and I'm like, I have a feeling if there's anything to go on with the Masters of the Universe Injustice crossover, I'm really hoping not only do we get He-Man in the next Injustice game as a guest character, but also Skeletor after seeing that. Because I was like, yeah, if anyone else from who needs to be a guest character outside of He-Man, and if they get He-Man, should be Skeletor. That's the next logical pick is, of course, Skeletor. Anyway, so I'm all excited for this. Like, I am all in for this animated series. I've been waiting for it. It looks good. Again, you would not be at fault if you thought this was a sequel to the 2000s cartoon, because again, the animation is so goddamn close to the other one. So you would not be at fault for thinking that. All in all, yeah, I'm just ready for it. I'm just all ready for it. I have a feeling that also this is I'm really hoping that Kevin Smith doesn't make this uber dark and gritty and whatever. I don't mind the violence, but don't make it overtly dark. I don't want to see fucking Skeletor Trapjaw and Trapjaw and Beastman sexually assaulting women they capture and Skeletor killing babies. I don't want to see that for He-Man. That's a little much. That's a little too much, Kevin. That's a little too much. Anyway, so I'm all in. Let's go. Yeah. So hopefully it'll be a little more grown up, but not too extreme. So yeah. So you guys tell me in the comments below. What did you guys think of the trailer for Masters of the Universe Revelations? Are you guys excited or are you guys not? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.